Alright, we're starting to tear down the transmission. Took the tail shaft off, which is just the bolts right around there. You slide it off. You can see again where the crack was in this thing. Comes up through here, across the top, which that has fluid pressure behind it, so it sprays out of there. I already pulled the input shaft out, which this is a turbo spline input shaft. You just pull it out with your hand. Took the filter off, and the spacer has a spacer because it has a deeper aluminum pan. Not too much junk in the pan, really. Just, I mean, you're always going to have a little bit of shavings and a little bit of stuff, but nothing big. So anyway, we're going to get this thing tore down and see what's wrong with it today. Oh man, sorry. There's a trans brake valve body. So this is your trans brake solenoid right here, which I believe it's from the factory. It's called a governor. It goes right here. It's your servo, your valve body, output shaft. It's your front pump. Inside here is all your clutch packs. The servo, it pushes on the band, which a band goes around the drum in the front. So I'll get it tore down some more, and we'll see what's up with this thing. All right, we got the trans brake solenoid out of there. It pushes on this piston that goes inside the valve body. All the dark colored bolts is what holds the valve body to the case. Took this clamp loose here and pulled the little shift selector arm out of it. Here's what it looks like with the valve body off. This has no governor on it like the other one had. That's the band adjustment. Alright, me and Dad got we took the front pump out of the transmission. So that's the first thing that comes out. You thread in like a 3/8/16 thread. There's two of these bolt holes that are threaded, like that one right there. And you thread it in there. Use a slide hammer, you can pull it out that way. Right here's your, I believe it's the high gear drum. And you take this snap ring off, take this top off of it. This inside there, it had 6 clutches in it, which is more than a normal like 6-cylinder Powerglide would have. They make like a 10 clutch drum. Here's the heavy duty Kevlar band that was in it. All the clutches in here looked good, and steels. The band looks good. Here's a 176 planetary, which is the stronger of the 2 Powerglide ones. This is the input shaft sticking in it. You can see it spinning there. There's the output shaft. Here's the gear that goes around the planetary gear. Shoot, the parking pause is in my way. Hold on just a second. That goes over that and splines up with those gears. So, and I think, is that the reverse clutch pack down here? Reverse and first or whatever? Yeah. Okay, so that's what we got next to do. Okay, you see these 2 holes right here? I watched some videos of other guys building Powerglides, and they said on some of the early ones they had a rear pump apparently, and you have to drill these holes out, I guess. So you can see right here I have 2 holes. Ooh, there's the daylight. And on this side I just have the 1 hole and then nothing. So I'm about to drill out these holes. I checked with my drill bits. These are 5/16 holes, and they go all the way through the case, as you can see, to the other side. So I'm about to drill that out and see what happens. Okay, we got that drilled out with a 5/16 bit. You can see where the 2 holes came through the case. You can see where they are here. We didn't have any instructions on why to do that, but the other one was that way, so that's what we did. It has something to do with the pump apparently in the back.